Just a little advice for people that's just now getting into gangbanging and people that's born into gangbanging. Me, I can make this loud and clear. I'm not a gang member, but I'm a gang member based on where I was born and who I'm affiliated with. I grew up with everybody from Grape. All my friends are from Grape. All my childhood friends are from Grape. I was in the projects as a young child growing up. If somebody see me, they gonna say Daylyt from Grape Street regardless. It is no ifs, ands, or buts. And I can honestly say, gangbanging in general it took a big toll on the world because it got pumped on the mainstream level. And I don't think a lot of people know this, but Menace to Society is based off my neighborhood. The whole movie is based off the Grape Street Crips. Kane and Old Dog and all them are Grape Street Crips. Kane lived in the Jordan Down projects. His grandfather lives in the Jordan Down. That's what I'm saying. This is from the movie perspective. And once Menace to Society got big, I started to see a lot of other states really start gangbanging. It spread like a wildfire. And it's actually in other states now, and it'd be crazy to me because I'll go in another state, and it'd be a state like Urbana, and we in the cornfield. We driving up the cornfield. I stop outside to take a piss. Motherfucker come from out the corn bushes. Hey, where you from? Nigga, what the fuck you gang banging here for? And that's what gang banging has done. It shit has put gang banging in places where people shouldn't even fucking gang bang. But that's what happened when that shit get marketed from, a big standpoint. This is affected people watching and doing. But me just speaking to somebody that is gang banging, from my past with gang bangers, I like to let it be known. I ain't never been in the streets like that. I've been shot before, but I ain't never been in the streets like that. I ain't never killed nobody. You just gotta think about this, man. As you get older, like I said, I'm 31 years old. As you get older, you start to realize something. You start to realize, damn, we really killing our family members. Whether you feel that person not a part of your family or not, he is. He really is. We all came here or was here, whatever you want to say. We got brought on a boat. We were already here. It don't matter. We all fucking related. And when you think about black people in general, and I'm just speaking from the black side of gangbanging, I look at it from my perspective. One of my homeboys just got killed recently. R.I.P. Mafia Ray. He just got killed recently. As one of my childhood friends, and when I think about it, one of our biggest beefs from my neighborhood is beef with, a projects called the Nickerson Garden Projects. Nickerson Garden Projects beef with the Jordan Down Projects. That's a beef that has been going on since fucking I don't even know how far it's been going back, but it's been going back so far. But this the fucked up part about it. What we don't even know is our ancestors got put right there and right there. So little do we know, we all cousins. We all related. For example, my best friends, my two right-hand man, which is Active and Key, they big brother is from Bonnianas. Their big brother, their older brother is from the enemy hood. This is the type of shit we going through. You know what I mean? So for example, let's just say this. All right, y'all two from this side, your brother from that side. When your brother have kids, right? And then y'all have kids. When y'all kids grow up and have kids, now it's scattered. They really don't, the great-grandkids really don't know them over there. What happened when the beef pop off? They gonna kill each other, not even knowing they related. You feel me? And that's what's been happening since this shit started. We really killing our own family members. And that just go for gangbanging in general. A lot of people really think about it what we killing for. What are we actually killing for? Color? Neighborhood? We don't own the projects. I got people that be yo, I'd ride or die for the projects. Jordan Down my home. Ain't no nigga gonna come in here and do nothing. And yet people tearing the projects down right now to rebuild. Why y'all not shooting the niggas that's tearing the projects down? Y'all should be shooting all the construction workers. If you really care about the projects, you should be shooting every fucking construction worker over there and saying, no, you're not gonna tear my projects down. So you gotta think it's just the mentality of the shit. It's just man, when you younger, it's more a fun thing. It's yo, I'm part of the hood. Now I get fly, fuck the hood bitches. Shooting becomes fun, drive-bys become fun, talking about how many people you shot become fun, talking about how many niggas you beat up. It's like being an Instagram model, gangbanging and being a gangbanger model. Like, nigga, I'm a gangbanger. Like, that's what I do. I stand like that. It becomes trendy. But as you get older, you start to realize, like, yo, like, what am I doing this for? What am I actually doing this for? So for somebody that's gangbanging right now, anybody that's gangbanging, really looking at this, really start telling yourself this. What are you killing and shooting people for? Why? There's enough things out here that's already trying to kill us as a species. You gotta think, like, abortion's at an all-time high. HIV in the black community is at an all-time high. Fucking men going gay is at an all-time high. Girls, look at the fucking world. The newest rapper is a fucking stud girl, Young Ma, a fucking stud bitch, and all the fucking boy rappers look like girls, and the fucking girl rapper look like a boy. Look what the fuck is going on in the black community. Like, really look what's happening. Bro, we gonna be extinct within the next 100, 200,000. We gonna be extinct, bro. If we keep this shit up, you gotta think. All right, let's go all the way back. Black families used to have, like, I'm a child, it's like 7 of us. No, it's more than that, it's like 10 of us. My dad had like 10 kids. My dad and my mom together like 10. Black families used to be big earlier. Families in general used to be big earlier. But now, you know, motherfuckers having, you gotta think, all right, average black girl gonna have 2 or 3 kids nowadays. One of them gonna get killed if they live in the hood. And one of them gonna be gay. One of them gonna be either stud or, you gotta think. So think of the reproduction rate. Our reproduction rate is not fast enough to sustain a healthy group of people. I don't know what's happening back in the homeland. They might be fucking like a motherfucker. They walk around naked and shit, I don't know. But from the American standpoint, people not reproducing fast enough for the amount of people that's dying and the amount of people that's going gay and the amount of people that's not reproducing. You have to look at it from a gangbanger standpoint. The more people you kill, the less black people is gonna be on this planet. That's literally, you just look at it from that standpoint. The more people you kill, the less chances we gonna have to survive on this fucking planet. So just start thinking about population, thinking about how can you help the population more than decrease the numbers. I do think there's a conspiracy, but I wouldn't even call it a conspiracy because conspiracy is like, I don't know, we think. Ain't no fucking thinking, it's clear as day. What the fuck we're thinking about? It's clear as fucking day what's happening right now. Like, you gotta really, let's really think about it. Like 50 years ago, black people couldn't even drink out the same fucking water fountain. Let's really think about it. It's only 50 years ago. It's not no fucking conspiracy. We know what the fuck is going on. Like, we know what's really going on. So I don't think there's a conspiracy. I think there is a species war going on between races. Like, I think it's bigger than what we perceive. There is an agenda extremely bigger than what we know, and the way racism work is way bigger than what we can possibly think. Like, and all of this stuff is being manipulated at a bigger scale. Like, people not just becoming gay. Like, I heard like a lot of this like feminization shit has to do with like some of the food that's pumped into the urban communities. Like, it's like genetic warfare. It's like all type of shit that's really happening to black people as a whole. You know, back in the days when they gave that group of men like a STD, like they gave them like, I forgot, like syphilis or some shit like that. And that shit fucked up the reproduction system. Like, it's like all type of wild shit that's been happening to us. And, you know, I see a lot of people that be like, yo, we gonna give the Jews credit. You know, Hitler did this to the Jews. So, you know, the Jews gonna receive what they received. The shit's still happening to us right now. It's still happening to, look, all right, let me take an example of what's happening. My homeboy, and he's a non-black person, he fucking, like, he raped somebody. Like, he raped a small boy. Well, he was my friend, because I don't want to be friends with the rapist. I grew up with him. And, you know, as we got older, like, we just seen him on the news one day. Like, yo, if you see this guy, report him in. And we like, oh, shit, that's yada yada. Remind you, he's a Caucasian male. I'll just put it plain and simple as Caucasian. He raped, like, a fucking 7-year-old boy. He did 7 years in jail. He raped the boy, like, unwillingly raped him. 7 years. And he didn't even do the whole 7, he did 5. And he got 2 years, like, what is it, parole or whatever that shit called. And sex offender shit, all that shit. I got a homie right now that stole a car He doing life. Just because he was Great Street affiliated, life. 40 with an L. Still in the car. Come on, man. This is not no conspiracy. Fuck over these niggas the best way we can. Make it look legit. Look what the fuck's happening, man. You got cops shooting motherfuckers for no reason. It's not a conspiracy, man. This shit is happening. It's been happening. Like, things used to be a lot worse. It was more transparent in the earlier days, like the 50s and 60s. It was clear as day, like, this is what we doing for niggas. But my thing is, I don't believe that white people in general are, yeah, I'm gonna say white people because it's a thing called the White House, which is run by white people. I don't believe white people want to kill black people. I don't really think that's it. I think it's just more of a power thing. I want to be on top and I want y'all to be the slaves. Like, I just think that's what it is. And I think black people somehow we got out of the slavery shit, which we really didn't get out of slavery shit because we still technically slaves. And I know a lot of people that's slaves right now, like we all slaves to money. I don't give a fuck what you say. As long as you gotta have money, you a slave. I don't give a fuck what you say. If you doing anything for a dollar bill, you fucking slave. That's just what the fuck is gonna be. Because the fucking people in power, they don't work for money. You won't ever see like motherfucking what's the queen of England. They don't even know what money is. They just get things. Oh, I want that. Give it. They don't know what paper. When the last time you think she touched a fucking piece of paper? That's freedom. So, you know what I mean? Like, understanding that, like, we all slaves in somewhat, but I believe, like the agenda, like, it's not to kill black people, it's not to destroy them, it's just to make sure that they are in a situation where they can be controlled on a large amount. I just really think that's what it is. But
they did the show, this is when they formed Strange Music, this particular show, and I was a high school kid on that show, you dig what I'm saying? And I was supposed to have left 2 weeks later to went and turn myself in to go play ball. And I was like, fuck it.
So we get out the car, keep in mind our car wasn't on the road anymore, it was in the ditch. And we look over, we see dude's car, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm fucking pissed. I think I have socks, I don't remember what the fuck, because we were just comfortable, it was a car, like, one minute we were warm as fuck, and then the next minute it was cold, bloody, shits, glasses everywhere.
Man, I hadn't smoked all day, so I was like, fuck it. You know, I hit the bong. I started feeling a little weird, I'm not even gonna front. Like, and when I went back upstairs to the hotel, you know, Hobson had one of his contacts in and the other one was out and he was like doing some shit and it scared the fuck out of me. Like, it just threw me all off. Like,
there's like 4 or 5 cops pull up to this gas station and one of our guys who was on the tour is coming out of the gas station, sees the driver and he's like, hey, what's up? You know, what's going on? What's the deal? Is everything all right? Somebody messing with you? Because we had been really cool with her. We had never had any beef with her. She's like, excuse me, I'm talking to the police right now. And it was like, oh, snap, okay, like, hold up.